Hi guys, thanks for joining me for another What I Eat in a Day as a vegan on Slimming World. If you're new, my name's Leanne, thanks for stopping by, and if you're coming back, as always, thank you ever so much for doing so. Today is Thursday, the day after Weigh Day, and I'm feeling pretty good about Slimming World and all things Slimming World related. The only downside is that right now it's 3:30 in the afternoon and I haven't filmed yet today, and I couldn't at the time because I was in meetings, but I had this morning a coffee with 100 mils of Alpro Almond Barista in it for one sin. And I right now have another one just there looking at me. So that's 2 sins for my 2 coffees as usual. Also at about 11 o'clock, I had what I was intending to be breakfast, but has turned into, I don't really know what it's turned into. So basically I just had 2 wholemeal pittas, one for my healthy extra B and one for 7 sins. And all I had in them was just some of that Richmond vegan ham, which is sin-free. I think it's a protein food as well, actually, a pea food on Slimming World. So yeah, and that was just to tide me over at the time, you know, as like a breakfast. I was fully intending to have a proper lunch, but as I said, now it's 3:30 and I haven't. And so I decided instead I'll have my second coffee now and I will have a little snack, and then I'll just have my tea maybe a bit earlier or something. I don't know what I'm going to have yet. So this is the snack I'm having, and in true lazy fashion, I didn't even mix the things together to make my sauce. So what this actually is 2 apples, 1 tablespoon of almond butter and 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. The almond butter is 4.5 sins and the maple syrup is 2 sins. So add that to the 9 sins I've already had today. That puts me on 15.5. I get 25 for those of you who are new. Now what I would normally do is mix together the almond butter and maple syrup, but I was like, what difference can it make? Well, it turns out a lot, because look at the mess of this plate. So yeah, I'm just going to sit here and get covered in nut butter and maple syrup. But it's going to be nice because apples and any kind of nut butter, especially with a bit of maple syrup, so good. Why is it on the days when I leave it till the last minute to make something for dinner that I decide to do stuff in the oven? Well, that's what's happening right now. So true to form. Here we go. It's 8:30. I'm so hungry and I'm just putting stuff in the oven because why not? This tray is going in the oven. This is plain tofu, liberally coated with my new favourite thing, Greek style lemon and herb seasoning. And I've also got, and fry light as well. And also a red pepper cut up and some asparagus cut up? No, just the end's broken off. So I'm just gonna pop all this in for like half an hour or maybe a little bit more, but on 200 and on the top shelf to get it all kind of charred. I'm stressed, whatever. Dinner's ready, finally. I'm so looking forward to this, guys. Look at that. I don't know why the light has come on, but whatever. Okay, so we have Greek style salad with roasted red pepper and asparagus and mixed herb salad. So the Greek style salad is literally like a whole but skinny cucumber. Loads of these lovely, like on the vine mini plum tomatoes, that pickled pink onion from the jar, 16 olives marinated in oil, so that's 5 sins, and then the Greek style tofu, and then obviously the roasted red pepper and asparagus were just done in a little bit of fry light, and then I've just sprinkled some herbs over the top afterwards, and then obviously just the salad as well. So tons of speed, loads of protein, big fat bowl, but only 5 sins, even though you've got the exciting olives and onions in there, and my mouth is watering, so I'm gonna go eat. Okay, bye. Right then guys, that's all from me today. Sorry it's been a bit of a weird, brief and whirlwindy video. It's just been one of those days. I'm having a really hot flush, and it has just occurred to me that I look so disheveled because I think I didn't brush my hair today. So I'm very sorry about that. I'm just having a giant mug of my Pucker nighttime tea, and that's it for me today. I'll be going to bed straight after, so I'll just show you my diary and I'll bid you good night. Okay, I haven't done my highlighting because, again, my highlighter's not with me. I think they're in my bag in the other room, but I'm not getting up to get it now because I'm having a sit down. So, here is today. And as you can see, most of the good stuff was concentrated at tea time, which, you know, I knew. Quite a lot of syns through the day today, a little bit more than I wanted. And I haven't had my HiFi bar yet, but I have decided to, and I'll show you it in a minute in case you haven't seen it. But yeah, so we had 7 syns this morning for one of the pitters. The other one was my Healthy Extra B. And obviously I had my 2 syns for my coffees as usual. Obviously at lunchtime had the almond butter and maple syrup. That was 6.5 to go with my apples. So that with the pitta immediately just put me on high syns for the day. You know, I definitely prefer keeping it a little bit lower during the day, I think. You know, I do need to bear that in mind a bit. But it was a bit of an emergency situation today. I felt like I was going to pass out. And then obviously I had my giant bowl at tea time. I feel like this doesn't really reflect it because there was so much like speed in there, but I don't think I've left anything out. I had my roasted asparagus and red pepper, obviously done in fry light along with tofu and spices. I had my olives in there along with the tomato, cucumber and pink pickled onions mixed with the tofu, and then obviously I had a load of leaves as well. I mean, yeah, it was just so delicious though. Like, I am nice and full, I will admit. So yeah, I mean, that's where we are, but that puts me on 23.5 syns. Like I said, I've not had my HiFi bar. I wasn't planning on it, but I just decided that I want one, so I'm gonna have one. Yeah, sorry about the lack of highlighting. It's yeah, wherever my highlighters are. I'm sure they're in my Slimming World bag that I take, but I'll find them later. Anyway, this is a HiFi bar. So for anyone who isn't a Slimming World member, you can actually only buy these in group, or I think some of them are available in Iceland. But the special thing about HiFi bars, I mean, there's technically nothing special apart from the fact they're Slimming World branded. But all they are, they're like a little cereal bar, but they're only about, I think, 55 calories each. And as far as Slimming World goes, they're 3 syns for a bar, or you can have 2 of them if you're a Healthy Extra B choice. Because they have enough fibre in them. They're specially sort of formulated to count for that. So they are quite a useful thing to have because you can save your Healthy Extra B and have them as a treat if you want to, you know, so they are good. Now, the interesting thing is that they actually only do 2 vegan options, and this one I believe is a limited edition. It's actually really good. So normally the only vegan one is a peanut butter one, which is nice, but this one's better because it's got chocolate on it. So this is dark chocolate honeycomb, and it's actually like they're kind of like, they're almost like Rice Krispies, like a sort of chewy Rice Krispie treat type thing, but with chocolate and honeycomb, of course. So yeah, I'll just unwrap it and actually just show you it. Okay, here it is. So as you can see, it looks just really indulgent, and it feels quite indulgent as well when you eat it. Particularly this one, the peanut one is good, but like this one really feels like a treat. And like I said, even if you're, you know, calorie counting or whatever, 55 calories, I think is really good for this little bar. It is only small, you know, but it's just a really nice treaty thing to have. And like I said, it's really good that you can have it as your Healthy Extra B if you want to. So yeah, that's what it looks like, this particular one. Obviously they do have quite a lot of flavours, but they're like all non-vegan. So yeah, the only 2 vegan flavours are this honeycomb one and the peanut butter one. So yeah, if you haven't tried them and you do go to group, then yeah, I will personally recommend them. They are really nice, and the peanut one's really, really nice too. So fair play to them. They have actually done a good job with those. Look at my hair. I like piled it all up on top of my head because I just got really hot. So yeah, here's my little HiFi bar. I don't know if I want to take a bite on camera. Hang on. So good. It's not going to focus, is it? Here you go, you can have a bite. I've clearly gone mad. Right. Yeah, you can't really tell. It doesn't really look any different on the inside to the outside, in fairness. So, yeah, that's what they are. Right. I will bid you adieu and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Friday. God, where has this week gone? Bye.